I listened to a podcast with a strange list of rules. Hey everyone, I recently discovered a podcast where they laugh and critique creepypastas. It's hosted by three guys that can't even focus on the stories they're reading. In fact, they usually make fun of themselves more than the stories they're supposed to be shitting on. But what's really weird is they have a weird list of rules that are really weird. And now, I know why they have weird rules. First off, rule number 1 is you have to listen to it on YouTube. Their editor is a young Mormon boy who always forgets to update the RSS feed so that the episodes appear on podcast outlets. So you basically have to play it on YouTube while you're pretending to be productive at work. That's what podcasts are for, right? Rule number 2 is you have to comment your favorite part of the episode after listening, or give feedback to the story they read. This is because the people that run this show are giant nerds that really like hearing different opinions and having their own ego stroked by hearing their own jokes repeated back to them. Rule number 3 is to leave a like on the video so that the algorithm can give them more than one new subscriber a month, despite the fact that they have ample viewer retention. The episode I listened to had them reading a story about a person hired for a Nebraskan diner that found out that they have a strange list of weird rules for weird workers. These rule-type stories are all the rage on Reddit's r/nosleep subreddit, where everything must be taken as real, despite being obviously fake and unbelievable. That might be the strangeriest weird rule ever. Rule number 4 is to stick around until the end of the episode for what they like to call comedy sketches, but are more often than not just advertisements for poop or some dumb product. Rule number 5 is that if Jeff asks for help, ignore it. Rule number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want from your McDonald's... Help.
Welcome to the Fearfic Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-whore Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
One of the heads of the Marvel Cinematic Universe wants to change the name of the X-Men because it's not gender inclusive, but that's not what I wanted to talk about in this cold open. Okay?
Okay.
The original creators of several comic book characters are putting forward a legal effort. Their heirs, their families, their estates, are putting forth a legal effort to reclaim those characters. Okay?
Okay.
This would include Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Widow, and many others. Ant-Man, Hawkeye, Falcon. Basically, the estates of these families are saying, hey, Marvel, you kind of fucked our family member out of their rights back in the day when you could easily do that. And, we want a rematch, essentially.
Yeah.
And I wanted to sort of maybe put this a bit to Abysmii as a resident lawyer, but I kind of know what we probably would all think. I don't want to presume, but I'm thinking we would probably all be like, this will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Marvel got fucked. Wow, what would that mean? That'd be crazy. But Abysmii, how likely is any of this to actually happen?
Not a lawyer. If you want a legal interpretation, seek out a lawyer. In my limited experience,
Abysmii was bitten by a radioactive lawyer. But sorry.
I became super lawyer.
DP, what was your...
I became bar passer.
Bar passer.
It's a
triathlon athlete by day.
Look out, everybody! It's burp ass. No, it's bar passer.
triathlon athlete by day when court's in session, and at night doesn't show up to court because it's not in
No, it's
session.
night court. It's night court.
Night court's not a thing.
What do you mean
so
night court's not a thing? Anyway.
It sounds like they're basically saying these contracts, these licensing agreements were, back in the day they may have been okay, but by today's standards they are unfair, possibly voidable, and that's nice. However, and that's probably an ethical argument. However, legally speaking, those are probably not the same contracts that got signed. There's probably been tons of amendments and all sorts of just IP contract nonsense that, you would die before you finish reading all of it, that has kept it in the clear up until now. So to go to a judge and say, like, yeah, retroactively just say no to all of this and deprive a license holder who has been working within the confines of their contracts is like, a billion to one. I don't think that would happen. I don't think you really have an argument to say, like, the contract was bad back in the day, so therefore it needs to change how it looks now. Now, that being said, if you do have enough pressure around it, for example, Dave Chappelle, got a terrible 360 deal on the Chappelle Show. Comedy Central held that forever. He just recently revealed that he negotiated it back. That still requires, the license holder to agree with you on that, and fuck if Disney's gonna do that. So it is possible, but you need a lot of support behind you,
Right.
and it's a shot in the dark. It's really, really tough to do that. That's the most I could speculate about such a legal action.
One of the funniest things I've seen, though, about this whole thing is people going, if, like, Steve Ditko, the creator of Spider-Man, or one of the creators of Spider-Man, there's this whole thing where...
The creator of Spider-Man.
Say what?
The real creator of Spider-Man.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, the dudes who created Captain America, and I'm not even going to try to take 5 minutes to remember the names, but the guys who created Captain America created Spider-Man. Okay? But they put it as Spider-Man as one word, and they said that he gained spider powers when he put on a magic ring. Okay? So in comes Stan Lee saying, that's a terrible idea. Spider-Man, a guy with no hyphen who puts on a ring. Tell me what my idea is. Your idea, but with a hyphen and without the ring. So that was the creation of Spider-Man. Steve Ditko with the visuals, of course. He's like the artist. He created how the costume was, how it looked, so on and so forth.
Didn't
I will tell you
Finger
this.
get fucked out of Batman in the same way or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the original, and I may have this a little bit, incorrect, but the original Spider-Man created by the two original guys was a dude who lived with his aunt. Like, how much more can you get? Like, it's so fucking similar. But the thing is, the funny thing about it that's so funny is everybody's like, Spider-Man's gonna go away, there will be no more Spider-Man movies, no more video games, no more nothing. And it's like, no, if somebody else owned Spider-Man, it just would be... You'd get all the same shit just from whatever company buying the rights, or licensing.
It would literally just be a person siphoning off money. It would make no difference.
Yeah.
I like the idea of just like someone like, actually, I'm fighting for the rights to get Spider-Man back, and they're just like, okay, now that I have him back, no one's allowed to have anything Spider-Man. I hate money. I hate Spider-Man. I'm going to put Spider-Man back in the Disney vault, but the Disney vault is my rights in my basement.
Yeah.
Well, and you would still have to renew that copyright every so often anyway, so you'd be losing money on a thing you want no one else to have that you're not making money off of. And if you don't, then everyone has it because it would go into public domain eventually.
Isn't the idea of just like, hey, you need to... The reason that Disney got mad at those daycares for having like Disney characters on the walls because you have to protect your IP.
Yes.
So like, after a certain amount of lawyering and contracts and legal jargon, there's just so much like proof of like, look, we've defended this intellectual property a million times over. You are not going to get any money out of us. It's ultimately shitty that like these contracts were written back in the day, but I don't think you can really get restitution for that now. And nor do I think it's necessarily like even like if I was that person, yeah, I'd try and like get some money out of the situation. But I think that it's so not important.
Well, the really unfortunate thing of it is Marvel and Disney have successfully closed the window in which you could have gotten the living creator their money or their rights.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's like at this point, it's like, do I want Pepe Ditko, the great grand cousin of Steve Ditko, owning Spider-Man? It's like, why is that better? Who?
And why are they raising a stink now? Because it's insanely lucrative. Like, or maybe they do care, but it's like, yeah, dude, you run the estate.
If
State gave that up ages ago. What do you want?
If Spider-Man was in bad hands, I think that there would be a bunch of people saying like, yeah, we want Pepe Ditko to have the rights.
He really
Pepe
cares.
Ditko gets Spider-Man.
Right.
But the thing is, there's a lot of cool Spider-Man stuff out there right now. And no matter how much the Marvel Cinematic Universe gets shit on for a million reasons, it's not terrible. I don't think you can say like, this is trash or that is trash. You might say that it's consumerist, that it's not high art or whatever.
Cookie cutter, yeah.
It's very cookie cutter, but I don't think you can say like, this is terrible and you are bad stewards of it. It's not like Silent Hill where it's like, hey, if Steve Konami getting run over by a pachinko truck or whatever gets the hands of Pyramid Head back into the hands of people who would do cool things with Silent Hill, that's cool. I'm all for that. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about something where they're being profitable. They're going out and making cool things, and they're not quashing fan art really. I mean, I haven't seen that.
It's very subjective. It depends a lot on the fucking situation. Like there was the thing a while back. I guess this comes up a lot where... Well,
we're not talking about the thing. We're talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But every so often you hear about like comic conventions where it'll say, Marvel is going after creators who are selling prints of their characters at conventions. And it's like, well, yeah. I mean, you drew the artwork. It is your artwork. But, you're basically saying... Hey everybody, buy these Spider-Man posters. Like that's like, okay, you've become, become a mass producer of a product, whatever.
Marvel's going after fan art. Oh, yours? No. So they don't know who you are. No. Yeah, I wonder why.
It's one thing if you're making the prints and you're getting away with it. If you stop getting away with it, I just don't think you have the right to be mad. Yeah. I don't have, you have your hustle, you do your thing, and you got to do what you got to do to make money. I think it's a little different if they come after you and you're like, Mom, I'm not getting away with it anymore. Anime conventions actually have a lot of rules now because they kind of saw that coming down the pipeline. And so what they've done is for artist alleys, wherever there are artists, they kind of like started implementing rules and started making them stricter and stricter on a time scale that works for artists. So it's like, okay, you can have 100% fan art now, but next time we do this next year, you can have 75%. And now it's down to like, you're allowed to have like 25% fan art and the rest of it has to be original content. So they kind of like weaned people off of that, which I thought was a smart move.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because if you are Disney, and I guess we should move on to the story at some point, but if you are Disney or Marvel or both, do you actually want a situation where conventions are full of original content by small creators? Because at that point, there might be some upset where it's like, everybody at this comic convention really was talking about this character in this comic by this creator. This might be the next Marvel, Marvel company. This might be the next Spider-Man. And then you lose a bit of your revenue because, there's a competitor.
That's never going to be a problem because comic conventions and conventions like that, the Artist Alley is a small little corner now, and everything else is gigantic Marvel stages where they could, all of Artist Alley could be selling Marvel prints. It doesn't fucking matter. Like it's so small of a market share.
Our local anime conventions, they will have people selling their original comics, and I will say that I am much happier with that being the case. I like that one thing they also do is they put the like merch room where all of the mass-produced shit is behind a paywall. So the only stuff you can like see for free are like original artists, and I like that. I like that they're putting like original artists first, and here's their comics, and here's their pet projects, and then here's your little fucking My Hero Academia pin you can put on your book bag because that's gonna nickel and dime you for that kind of content. But here's my book that I actually wrote and drew. Do you like my passion project? Pay me $10 for my passion project. I love that. That's so good.
And through these double doors back here is the extremely friendly, yet incredibly unattractive person who knows Klingon. We keep him in his own space.
We don't know how he got into this anime convention. We keep kicking him out, and he finds his way back in. So we just gave him this panel. That way we can isolate him.
Kapla! Yeah, that's great, Jerry.
Jerry? My name is Kerjerry. I don't know. But anyway.
Perjury?
Kerjerry. Jerry is my human name.
Your Honor, I may not be some big city Klingon lawyer.
All right,
I got hired for dinner in Nebraska for the graveyard shift. The rules were weird.
Oh, fuck. Rules.
Yeah. Why do you do this to me?
DP, what is the name of the author?
Oh, god damn it. I didn't notice that. Pakistani soldier.
Oh, boy.
We're going back to Kekistan, folks.
It depends on the Nebraska.
Get in, loser. I'm going to Kekistan.
You're going to Kekistan. I got hired at a diner in Kekistan for the graveyard shift.
God damn it.
Shit was hilarious.
We were just simple meme merchants.
Oh my god, is that Pepe Ditko?
Pepe Ditko!
Oh boy.
Who is a bigger meme than Spider-Man? Spider meme.
Oh god.
Anyone got anything?
That's going to happen with all this multiverse bullshit that they're doing and they won't stop doing.
And another character shows up and he's like, I'm Spider-Man without a hyphen. I put this ring on. I gain the powers of a spider.
God damn it. I also live with my aunt.
My name's Peach Pock.
God damn it. I'm just picturing like, oh no, look out, Fortnite Spider-Man. Quickly, floss your way out of danger. Like, all this bullshit that they're coming up with, all the memes and everything. They're going to, it's like that thing with the minions dressed as other characters.
Oh, right.
There's eventually, at some point, if they keep, just plowing through, there's going to be, it's Spider-Man, but he's this. It's Spider-Man, but he's that. I don't know.
Then Heath Ledger as the Joker in CGI shows up on the Green Goblin board.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hello, Spider-Man.
You want to know how I got this Green Goblin board?
I stole it from my father.
My father
God damn it.
was the Hobgoblin. I can't remember which one was the older one. Anyway,
whatever.
Point being, we're a Creepypasta podcast. Did we read Creepypastas? Living in Nebraska is boring.
Yeah.
It's nothing but farmland, grass, empty roads, and random animals for miles.
In other words, farmland, but yes.
In other words, Ohio.
Oof.
Nebraska is boring. It's just like Ohio. I needed money to move away to somewhere more inhabitable, with better Wi-Fi and just more things to do besides shoot things and grill steaks. See, I shoot things, and the things become steaks.
You know what? If you had Wi-Fi and shooting and grilling, you're kind of set.
I was so tired of shooting. I moved to Baltimore.
I was so tired of shooting. I moved to Chicago. I moved to a place where guns are completely illegal.
Yeah.
Because of the uncertainty of some big animal popping out of nowhere, I always kept a gun on me. Well, my routine session of driving for around 100 miles, I managed to find a diner. Generic name, generic paint job. It was the most generic diner imaginable.
It was called Inspector Moo-Moo's.
God damn it.
Generic paint job, it looked like a cow from the outside.
Generic paint job here. What?
I wrote a story called "Get What You Need," and it's also kind of like aping off the idea that like diners are like really weird and generic. So I'm interested to see where this goes. I pulled into a small parking lot, stepping out of my old pickup truck, and walked in. Inside, more of the same from outside.
In fact, I walked through the door and was outside behind the diner. Wait.
I was in Silent Hill. Oh no.
Walking in, I saw a now hiring sign hanging loosely on the window. Anybody?
Hang on loosely.
Hanging loosely here for oddly shaped signs. Oddly, no gun-free zone signs for on the doors, windows, or anywhere on the exterior.
They shipped them all to Chicago.
That's a weird thing to comment on because there's a lot of places that are like gun-free zones that don't have signs that say gun-free zone.
Yeah.
Gun-free zone here.
Gun-free zone.
You go to the dentist with your emotional comfort pistol and they get all up in your arms and say, this is a gun-free zone. You can't hold that. Why is your gun on the trigger? We're trying to drill your
Why is your gun on the trigger?
Yes.
The dentist is wearing the mask from the fucking gas. Why is your gun on the trigger? Hey, gonna get up in your arms.
I like the idea of the patient in the chair with a pistol pointed at the dentist. The dentist also has a pistol, but like he's using the dentist tool to like clean the teeth, and they're just like they have an understanding of,
Help.
Look, I'm gonna clean your fucking teeth. Don't you start any shit. Yeah, well, don't you fucking floss me, or you know what's gonna happen. It's just like a standoff.
A Mexican standoff of dentistry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do a Mexican root canal. Where you each have a gun on each other.
That sounds brutal.
You ever give a lady the old Mexican root canal?
God damn it.
I see you guys are hiring. Where can I apply? I said to myself.
Okay.
I walked.
Can I talk to the manager? I am the manager.
What's this, Don Joe?
Yeah. I see you're hiring. Where can I apply? And also, would you like to work here? I own the place.
I own the place.
How you doing?
I'm the dentist. Sir, this is a diner. Yep, I'm the diner dentist.
Yeah.
I see you guys are hiring. Where can I apply? I said to myself, where the gun-free zone sign should have been.
Yeah, exactly.
You can simply ask the manager, mister, a waitress replied. Replied, fuck me, I'm tired.
She applied for the job.
She applied for the job. Why'd you show up here dressed like a waitress?
I say dress for the job you want.
God fucking damn it.
Weird how she heard me talking to myself in a small room, but given that the diner had 4 patrons at most, she must have heard me talk to myself.
Yeah, it was intentional.
So you said, I see you guys are hiring. You're okay, whatever. Around 7 p.m.
I see you guys are hiring. Where can I apply? Well, you can ask, Miss.
I was having a private conversation.
Private conversation.
Do you mind?
AA conversation. BC your way out.
God damn it.
Around 7 p.m., been driving for a long while and needed a way to make money. I did just that. A muscular, tattooed, tall prison inmate, the Slimebeast fancies, in a button-down shirt, greeted me with a friendly grin and ushered me to his small office space. Jesus. It reminded me...
Small office space.
Oh yeah, it would have to be in a fucking diner. It reminded me of a utility closet, only bigger. So a regular closet, I don't know. It was barely big enough to hold more than a Walmart office chair, table for 2, and the file cabinet on the side.
So guys, I don't know what made me think of this, but I just wanted to say something in that paragraph made me think of it. I guess it was needing money. I might get banned from the RP server.
Oh.
Because in the Discord for the RP server, they were talking about how Elon Musk and Grimes split up. Yeah. And they said, wow, Musk, Gates, and Bezos are all single. They should go on some kind of fun beach adventure together or something like that. Some tropical adventure. And you told them that they're posting cringe and they're going to lose subscribers? No, I might get a warning or something because my reply to that was weekend at McAfee's. Oh, that's good. Anyway, So, sir, I see you have your identification, social security card, and other essentials for this. Is this your first job, sir? The muscular man asked. He asked from the other side of the stall through the glory hole, is this your first job? It's my first full-time job. Sold odds and ends to make money, I replied truthfully. Oh, a thief. Well, sir, just need to do a standard procedure background check. So please answer truthfully, he responded, still with a somewhat friendly tone to his voice. Okay.
I have no criminal record, sir. That's what it says in the story. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
I definitely have a criminal record.
Right.
I answered to his statement entirely truthfully. The muscular man introduced himself as Brian Steele.
Hey,
shook my hand from...
Hey, remember the time? Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Remember the time we worked at the diner with the weird rules?
God damn it.
I like that you guys both knew that was a Family Guy reference.
Yep.
Listen, everybody acts like they're above Family Guy, but everybody watched it. Shook my hand firmly, just one of them, not both hands, and looked in his filing cabinet. He just goes over to his filing. He goes over to his filing cabinet and is like, background's clear.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got a guy here. Here's his identification. Yeah, he's okay. All right, thank you. Clang. Closes
I
the
don't
drawer.
have any of your files, but if I don't see them in the filing cabinet, then it must be okay.
I have every criminal record in this file cabinet. Sorry, again.
There's an absence of evidence here, therefore he must be clean.
God damn it.
Well, sir, we do need spots for employees between midnight and 8 a.m. You're an $8.25 an hour, and your days are Thursday through Monday. Welcome to the crew. Just sign these papers and read the employee manual thoroughly. Yeah, I'm sure they would say thoroughly. Brian said firmly yet jovially. I have problems with that word.
You know what? Okay, Slimebeast rewrites the story. I asked for a job in this diner. We went into the back office. The guy grunted and threw me an apron. That would be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
We'll sort out your W-2 later. Like, yeah, if you start now.
There you go. Fucker. Get back in the kitchen, you fucker.
Decent paying job, nice quiet hours, and I stepped out to a chair to read the manual. Fairly standard stuff, mostly concerning health and safety, but page 3 was something I never expected to see.
God damn it.
It looked almost like notebook paper crumpled up and smoothed out.
It looked almost like a no-sleep story.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Crumpled up and smoothed out as best as possible against a table edge. The rules are as follows. Here we go. I'm just going to take these fucking 5.
Yeah, do all of them. You take those rules. Every single one.
Oh,
You take
9.
all 5 rules.
There's 9 rules.
You take all 9.
Yeah. Yeah, you take all 9 rules.
9-inch rulers. If you are...
Wait a minute. What would
1.
they sing? What would 9-inch rulers sing?
Head
You
like a
are
ruler.
the perfect angle. The perfect angle. Sorry, good.
I want to measure you like an animal.
I want to
Science
figure.
class.
I want to figure out your hypotenuse. Oh fuck!
Rule number 1.
It's a ruler that's 9 inches long, but it's measured in metric.
It's actually fucking stupid because like it's supposed to be at least 12 usually. Why is it 9? It doesn't serve any purpose.
That's what she said.
Abysmii over here. If it's not measuring at least 9, then that's not a ruler I can
Get the
use.
fuck out.
Yeah.
Rule number 1. If you are taking the trash or recycling out, always bring a flashlight. If none is found, inform the manager immediately.
There's no trash, boss.
Throw it in the street. Rule number 2. If you're cleaning up something outside between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m., make sure you have earbuds in and the volume on maximum. The diner has free Wi-Fi.
I hate this already.
This is like, yeah, at night, bad thing around.
Listen, if this turns out to be a dumpster siren, I'm okay with it.
Oh, man.
If it's a Walmart dumpster fuck siren, then yeah, I'm down.
This woman just rises out of the dumpster like Penelope from the clamshell, whatever her name was, Venus. Rises up out of it with all this light and everything, and then she just starts throwing it back, and you just hear Buddha, 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 Buddha rocking everywhere.
Penelope clamshell dumpster siren.
Penelope clamshell, dumpster siren. Please, somebody put that on
my
No
favorite
Story.
upcoming VHS monster.
Yes.
That's That's going to push it to M. I'm sorry, Hellbent.
Oh, fuck.
Rule number 3. Under no circumstances is the back door to be opened between 3 and 5. No truck deliveries are rescheduled between those hours. If a truck is at the back, inform a manager immediately. Rule number 4. At all times, must a walkie-talkie connected to at least 3 other walkie-talkies be worn and never turned off. If the batteries in it die, wind up the crank on the back and inform everyone what has happened immediately. Y'all ever have those fucking wind-up walkie-talkies?
I actually like emergency ones, but that's like very specific.
Yeah, and just like wind up flashlights too. Rule 5: once a week, a man in a tattered pair of sweatpants and sweat-stained T-shirt will come in at 2 a.m. if he asks for anything provided, no matter how strange or seemingly impossible. So if he asks for gold bars and you don't have gold bars, what do you do? Okay.
So here's the issue with these kind of stories: is it's just oddly specific things that will not end up having an internal logic. Like you could, there's so many cool things you could do with like a rule story if the rules end up making sense by the end. I'm not saying answers every question, but has like a satisfying headspace. All you're doing here, this is just like sugar. There's no substance to these rules.
This is not going to be Chekhov's checklist.
No. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. It's not going to be some satisfying thing. It's like, oh, that's why this was that way. Because there's not going to be.
They all purely add up to, okay, constantly check back after the rules are listed. Was one missed? Oh, no. Okay, and then what? Well, then the thing gets you. Okay. But that's it. All these are so formulaic. It's all the same structure and trope.
All of these are made by potheads who have jobs, and they get mad that they have to do their job at their job. My job has this strange rule where if someone orders a burger, I must try to get them a burger as soon as possible.
You imply that potheads have time to write stories.
Well, maybe this is like this single story here took 12 years in production.
It's 12 years, so they guessed that they were really ahead of the curve, at least conceptualizing the rules stories for No Sleep. Rule 6, there should be 4 employees on shift during 12 a.m. and 8 a.m. Keep count, and remember Rule 4. I'm not looking back to that. Rule 7, under no circumstances should anyone open the door to a group of people greater than 5. Inform them that there is an equipment failure and go to the kitchen immediately after saying that and stay there for 15... See, for that, I would just say, like, there's a fucking capacity limit we have because the fire marshal
machine broke. Sorry.
Under no circumstances should you open the door for people greater than 5. And like a family of 5 shows up and you just pull out your gun. Ain't got space for you.
Nope. Nice try,
can't sit here.
And then a black family shows up and they're just like, oh shit, guys, we're gonna look so racist.
Oops.
Shit. There's 2 people in here, they're white. This is going to look bad.
Oh, hell. Boss, the rules are making us racist again.
Sorry, guys. Cracker Barrel's closed. It's an equipment failure with the barrel, yeah.
Shake machine, bro. Rule 8.
I invited my black friend to go to Cracker Barrel with another group of friends, and he was like, no, thanks, that seems like a white-only restaurant. And I'm like, you know what, you're kind of right. So I get why you're respectfully declining.
Yeah, it is. Rule 8. If a customer comes in and mentions a weird creature in the window, use any means necessary to destroy the creature. There's a gun in the filing cabinet, and it is to be inspected for integrity, and if it is loaded completely...
Okay, Vouch, are you Kekistan soldier?
Oh my god.
I want to know how to kill the creature in the window. I want to know what its motives are.
He already wrote it. He just made us think that he hadn't wrote it yet. Yeah. He posted a No Sleep 4 months ago. Oh my god.
That's he's being ironic when he calls himself the Kekistani soldier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rule 9. If a rustling sound is heard from the dumpster or recycling bin in the back, use any means necessary to stop it. Fire is a last resort, and a book of matches is under the counter by the cash register.
Why not a better method of starting a fire?
Who cares?
As a last resort, we have this book of matches, which may or may not light, depending on your ability to light a match.
Hey, how about like a lighter? Something a bit more fail-safe and quicker?
How about one of those grill lighters? How about...
If I needed to start a fire, I would want to know all the different ways to start a fire and have a backup and have a fire extinguisher and have a carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah. Weird that such a simple place has strange and unusual rules, I thought to myself. It's almost as if this is a genius idea for a story. I smirked. No. I signed the papers and went back to Brian to inform him. When I went back, he was a talking dog. He was busy with a call and took the papers without skipping a beat. Sir, your first day is this Thursday, so Tuesday. Fuck you. He punched my lights out. I woke up on Thursday. No. Sir, your first day is this Thursday, so 2 days from now. Please head to the door on the right, and there should be a clean uniform, hat, and walkie-talkie for you. Brian said quietly enough for the person on the other end to not hear.
You're talking like Dexter Jetster from the Star Wars prequels and the diner.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Dexter Jackster, whatever the fuck.
I look for a shirt my size and a hat that fit my head. Okay. A few minutes of searching later, I found them and thanked Brian for the job. Walking out, an employee noticed the walkie-talkie on my hip and shook his head, almost as if he knew what was going on.
Did he give you that weird list of rules? You know that's like bullshit, right?
He's an idiot. Thursday came around, and then Tuesday, so I went to work, and I arrived to the diner at 1:15 midnight. I had my gun on me, my phone at full battery, and a backup set of batteries for the walkie-talkie. Beast took a C battery, so it was pretty heavy.
God damn it, Beast.
Beast from fucking X-Men. I'll have a C battery, please.
Gross. Yoink! What are you going to use now, bitch?
Why does our Beast sound like Obama?
Hey!
I think we're kind of doing shitty Frasier impressions.
I'm listening.
Sasha, Malia, we're going to go into this diner. We have to leave your mom behind because it'll, reach capacity.
Yeah.
Michelle, stand out there.
He's got a shotgun in there. Everybody watch out.
I carefully reread the rules to remember them to the letter, and the night shift manager introduced himself.
Nope.
The night shift manager introduced herself.
Mm-hmm.
That is a weird misread, Brandon. Name's Jules, new guy.
Nope.
He introduced himself. His name was Jules, the new guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just keep rereading it until Abysmii and Slimebeast give up, and then
Makes sense.
Fine, fuck it.
Name's Julie, new guy. Don't get too ahead of yourself, and don't fuck around, she said harshly.
Oh God, she's Sundari. the lead character, the narrator, is a sussy
Actually,
baka.
this all makes perfect sense if this is an anime.
I got hired for at a diner, night shift nurse, and the somebody's going to be like, night shift nurse, god damn it. I got hired at a diner for the night shift, and my supervisor's really tsundere.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's the joke I was trying to tell. I'm Hank. Pleased to meet you, I retorted sarcastically.
Oh, wait. Hank Hill. Okay, I get it now. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm about to bust. The other employee is a cook with a wide scar over his eye, resembling a horse hoof with chunks of metal embedded in it.
What?
Introduced himself as Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff. Horse hoof Jeff. That's why they call me that. I got chunks of metal on my head and a scar on my eye.
Jeff is cooking in the kitchen, and he pretty much keeps to himself. He's a very quiet guy, very reserved. You hardly know he's there, but every so often he just goes, help! Help! That's it. Just punctuates the day, you know?
Can I? Are you okay, Jeff? Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah. Why are you asking?
Why are you asking? It's just like an hour and a half later. Just, help!
Oh, Jeff, are you okay? Is the food done? No, I'm all right.
If you really want to help, go grab some eggs. But,
yeah.
Help!
Oh, poor Jeff.
so fucked up and demented.
He accidentally lights his apron on fire. Help! Help! Yeah, that's nice, Jeff. Help!
Yeah, sure, Jeff. Oh, God.
Oh, that's such a better idea than what the story's doing. And it's a joke. An older, roughly 35-year-old woman with cheap makeup on introduced herself as Henrietta.
Oh, boy. Well, moment has passed. Okay.
Henrietta was Russian.
The moment has passed.
It's 12:05, and we have another 8 hours ahead. So follow rules and get to work. Julia barked coldly. Oh, wait, sorry, Henrietta.
Julie's Russian,
yeah. Julie barked coldly, putting earbuds in her ears and playing music fairly loudly here.
Yeah, there you go.
Jeff simply made himself a cup of coffee.
Help!
It's like spilling out everywhere. Help!
He takes a sip.
Coffee, Jeff.
I'm going to make some coffee. Takes a sip.
He goes into the bathroom. Yeah, I'm going to be a minute, guys. He's like letting you know that he needs to take a shit. And he's just in there. Help!
Oh!
You just come knocking on the door. Are you all right in there, Jeff? What's going on?
I'm in here.
I'm in here. I'm busy.
Help!
Oh, God.
Made himself a cup of coffee.
I need somebody to come in here and give me suppository.
God.
What the fuck?
And time flew by, and eventually it became 2:30 a.m. Soon after, a faint knock on the back door was heard. Jeff simply fried an egg while dicing some onions, yelling help.
He fried an egg while dicing some onions, neither of which anyone had ordered, but that's Jeff.
The best character in the story. And Julie was far from even caring about the noise. I looked at the paper with the rules on it. Between 3 and 5 a.m. It is 2:40, so who could it possibly be? I asked myself curiously.
A loud mechanical click came over the walkie-talkie. And Julie's... Over. Julie's uncaring voice came over it. Don't open it. Remember Rule 6, new guy? Ugh, you're such a sussy baka. Why do I like you? Who's my little pro gamer? How could I have forgotten?
Don't you remember Rule 6, Quinn?
God, oh no. Not this Quinn shit again. How could I have forgotten? Must have been too wrapped up with dealing with the trash. Oh, that's rude. Jeff
That's
has
Jeff
problems.
Quinn.
Not...
You can ignore him. Oh, shut up, Jeff.
Shut up, Jeff.
I only had 10 minutes to deal with it, so I power walked to the dumpster. The hell is that Russ? Shit, I muttered, grabbing my walkie-talkie hastily. Okay.
New guy, it must be important. You have 8 minutes to get back to work. Hank. Julie groaned over the sound of loud rock music.
Oh, God,
there's something rustling in the dumpster, babe.
She likes rock music. Oh, God, she's perfect.
She likes Kiss just like me. You got a gun, don't you? Rule 9. Also, did you follow Rule 1 right? Julie said with slight anger and annoyance. Oh, man, Rule 1. I whispered.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
We're so fucked that we're out here and that we're not in there and that we didn't follow the rules. And I just remembered.
God damn it. I walked by Jeff. I could hear his earbuds playing a loud Beatles song.
Help.
Yeah. Help.
As I muttered that, a large raccoon poked its head out and scurried off, carrying a half-eaten bit of toast in its mouth. Something peculiar about that raccoon, though. Don't know what. Jeff's walkie-talkie was making mechanical clicks and whirs.
Yeah.
I like it if like the story just ended and the manager just really hates raccoons.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's some terrible creature out there. That's a
God damn it.
Kill it. Run-of-the-mill dumpster raccoon.
Run-of-the-mill dumpster raccoon. What does
Don't
that
talk
even
about Penelope like that?
God damn it.
She was just a raccoon the entire time.
Hank, you all right out there? You got to finish what you're doing quick and hurry back. Unspoken rule, kid, Jeff said, a bit anxious. Also help.
Unspoken rule? You guys have been talking about the rules. He read the rules. He confirmed that he read the rules. Unspoken what?
Well, no,
It's
Jeff
another
hasn't
one.
said it. Jeff's been saying help.
It's just another rule that, because why not? Fuck it.
The unspoken rule is Rule 10, which is just ignore Jeff every time he says help.
We didn't want to put it in there because it would hurt his feelings if you read the manual.
Yeah.
He seems to have no knowledge of the fact that he is saying help.
Yeah. I just threw the trash bag in the dumpster and ran back inside. I slammed the heavy wooden board lock down. Board lock, okay. And
Like a giant board to like barricade the door, I think.
That's a little bit much.
I know.
And check the time. Timestamp, 2:59. Nearly 3 hours and only a single customer who asked for an omelet with spinach and cheese. No onion. He was chopping onions for no reason. Nothing else unusual happened for the shift, so I simply did my duties, drove home, and went to bed. Hopefully tomorrow will be different. Next story.
Yeah, let's read the next story. A new house had some strange rules. The shower. Rule number 1, don't go in the shower.
And
Rule
so
number
we
2,
are.
don't go in the bath.
Is somebody here, honey? I hear the shower running, and you're not ready for a bath. Did somebody, I came home early. I find you like this. I hear the water running. Is somebody in there? You got to tell me, honey. Are you cheating with me? No, there's nobody in there. I'm just running it, for the steam. It's good for my complexion. Help! Yeah. What was that? Who's in there?
My new house has some strange rules. The shower. This is by Mr. Nightmares. Isn't that a narrator?
That's Mr. Nightmare. Also, we're at 8 o'clock in like 3 minutes.
Listen, there's Mr. Nightmare, Dr. Nightmare, Creepy Nightmare, Pasta Nightmare.
Night McMare.
Nightmare Junior
Night
Boston.
McMare.
Night McMare. Night McNamara.
Oh, God. Night McMare. That's a great name for a mascot in this story.
We're going to end on this. We're going to blow through it because Abysmii has an important meeting.
Yeah, he has to go blow through something.
Help. He's got to help somebody. Now listen. Since I've moved into my new house, I've learned a lot, but the most important thing I've learned is if something seems too good to be true, it most likely is. Let me start at the beginning. I was really hoping that you would start at the beginning of the story. It was the summer of 2018, and I was almost broke college graduate living off of ramen and fast food.
Oh my God, the tropes are coming fast and furious.
I was really poor, so I decided I was going to take a night shift at a Nebraska diner.
If something's too good to be true, maybe it is. Whoa,
God.
wow, true.
What a lesson. I've never seen Goosebumps.
Sorry.
And even most apartments were too expensive. One day I was online looking for cheap apartments and houses for sale when I found an extremely inexpensive house only a block away from my job. It had 2 floors and an attic. So I closed the deal and moved in a week later.
Yep, that's how that works when you're poor. You just afford houses.
You just afford... I can't afford a house or an apartment. Anyway, I found a house.
Yeah. I found a house on eBay. Okay.
This mansion has a strange set of rules in that it's priced way below market value. I
found a 2-story house with an attic on Wish. Anyway, when it was shipped to my door, I found out it was a dollhouse. I spent $50,000.
I was fine with the furniture the house had, and I really needed to do some vacuuming and dusting. At one point, I moved the couch to vacuum under it and found a folded-up piece of paper with some odd red stains on it. I picked it up and opened it. It's odd red stains, but it's just a red pen that just says, help, grocery, help. It just says, egg, cheese. It's just a grocery listing. It's it's odd, strange markings on this paper.
Egg, onion.
Also, I can't read.
I picked it up and opened it. It looked like the person writing it was in a hurry or just had a really bad handwriting. I'm doing my best to copy what it said from memory. What? Don't you have it?
Yeah. 1134 Walnut Street Survival Rules. Rule 1. Always close the closet door in the bedroom at night. Do not open it, even though you may hear scratching and whimpering coming from inside. If you realize you have forgotten to close it, pretend to be asleep and do not open your eyes no matter what happens. That's just being a kid and being afraid of the dark.
Welcome to the episode where we illustrate why we don't like rule stories. Okay, good.
Rule 2, sometimes that shower will randomly turn on. If it does, go into the bathroom and turn it off as fast as you can. If blood is coming out instead of water in the room, lock the bathroom door. Do not open it until you hear the shower stop running. Help! Stuck in the shower again.
Help!
Rule 3, if you see a tall woman with long black, oh my god, outside between, black hair.
I was going to say long black what? You have to specify.
Long black outside between 2
girl,
and 4 a.m.
long black, back with another vid.
God damn it.
I like a girl with a short skirt and long between 2 and 4 a.m. Lock all the doors and windows. If she tries to come in or knocks on the door, do not talk to her. Roblox girls only. She will leave eventually.
I really was out here misreading that. It's like, if you see a tall woman with long black hair and 2 to 4 arms.
Invite her in. That sounds really cool, dude.
I mean, she has 2. I guess that's bad.
It's just Shiva.
Oh, yeah.
Eh?
Rule 4. If you hear someone singing from up in the attic, pretend you don't hear it and try to fall asleep. If the sound starts moving downstairs, lock yourself in the bedroom and hide until morning.
What else
Rule
would you
5.
do?
I know, right? It's not a rule, it's common sense.
If you hear spooky things happening, don't run naked toward them with your eyes closed, warbling, and like...
Or maybe they'll catch him off guard.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh shit, he's coming at us. Rule 5, if you see a tall man in a suit with no face in a cloak outside at 3 a.m., you are doomed, don't run, and you might have a quick death. Good luck.
Okay. Can we have somebody out there write a rule story? Anyone. Write a rule story where all the rules are subverted, and it's like, if you see a tall man in a cloak outside at 3 a.m., go outside, he has free ice cream. That's
Shake
it.
his hands. Shake his hands.
Yeah.
Invite him to your YMCA.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I think you'd be a great addition to our squash team.
I shivered as I finished the rules. They were really hard to swallow. I'm not a big believer in the supernatural, but at the same time, I didn't want to be the horror movie character who ignores all the signs and dies first. Okay. We started out with a bunch of tropes. Later, I tacked the rules above my bed and closed the closet door. Well, you can't read them if they're above your bed. Then I tried to fall asleep. I heard the shower turn on.
Help.
I saw... What? Oh, yeah, help. I heard the shower turn on. I sighed and walked to the bathroom.
Help.
Blood was coming out and filling the bathtub. I noped out and locked the door. Then I heard it. Okay, that's it.
Wait, no, come back. Don't leave me here. Mommy.
Help.
Help.
This is Jeff's origin story. We thought it was a sequel. It's a prequel.
The shrieking came from inside the bathroom, continued for a few minutes. I heard a splash, then silence. The shower stopped. I cautiously opened the door. Nothing. The bathroom was empty. I must have imagined it held. I stumbled back into the bathroom and fell into the bedroom, and I fell into the bathroom. Then the scratching from the closet started. I sighed again. It was going to be a long night. I fell into the bathroom, and he was out here, and then he's in the closet, and I'm out here, and I remembered not to shake the hands of the sheriff because he has ice cream. I should have moved out. Part 2 coming soon. Part 2 did not forthwith materialize.
Abysmii, can you write an entire like rap song where it's like, I fall into the bathroom, fall into the living room, fall into the bathroom, fall into the kitchen, then I fall into the bathroom, fall into the living room.
He's got that non-Euclidean space flow.
I fall into myself, which is falling into the bathroom.
I fall down the stairs and I end up on the top floor. What? Wait.
I'm in an MC Escher painting. Please send help. Help.
I think that we had a good time reading This House Had Some Strange Rules in the Shower. So I hope you all enjoyed the rules pasta, because next time I bring these guys a rule pasta, they're just going to be like, Brandon, fucking stop doing this.
Then Brandon...
So see you on the next episode for SCP Foundation.
No.
They're going to love
say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. That was almost as predictable as the rules pasta.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
Paranormal Guardian Diner. On this episode of Paranormal Guardian Angels, A high school student is saved from the edge of catastrophe by a guardian angel speaking into his mind. My name is Dennis Ackenbaum. I'm 19 and I just finished Ridgepoint High School. I've been working at McDonald's for 3 years now, and I've been Employee of the Month the majority of the time. I'm focusing all of my free time on becoming a pro Street Fighter V player using Juri Han, and I was saved by my angel. So, my mom told me I couldn't go on a date with goth girls because they're not good wife material, and she knows what's best for me. So I decided I would aim high and marry Bethany Kate Bleachmore, the most popular girl in school. This seemed like a bad idea to all of my friends who told me that it would be a bad idea and that I'd embarrass myself. But I thought about Jesus embarrassing himself on the cross, and that turned out to be good. I mean, they didn't even find the body. So, for homecoming, I got ready to ask her out. That day, my mom had pressed my best Minecraft Steve t-shirt. I put on my best brown corduroy pants, gelled back all my hair, and had a $30 gift card to Steak and Shake. The plan was to take her to homecoming, take her to Steak and Shake, and then get down on one knee with the promise ring my pastor had given me at church. And with my best foot forward, obviously she'd be impressed and submissive. However, things wouldn't go according to plan. That's just the nature of the beast outside of the Garden of Eden. As I was leaving my lunch table with a bundle of roses, I felt everyone's eyes on me, and I began to hear a voice in my head, like an angel on my shoulder. Don't do this. It's a bad idea. You'll never live this down. Now, my guidance counselor told me I was having a panic attack, but I know better. This was an angel. It was also an angel that made me throw away the flowers and go puke like a demon in the boys' room. See, I have to confess, I had impure thoughts about Bethany Kate, and this angel compelled the impure thoughts out of me. That's why I was having cold sweats and couldn't feel any of the blood in my hands. I was so full of demonic energy that I just had to throw it all up. I got lucky that day, because the football star Randall Vonch asked Bethany Kate out, and she said yes. So that would have been awkward. How would she have been able to take both of us to homecoming? Thank God. Join us next time on Paranormal Guardian Angel, where an angel makes a woman feel okay with her decision to stand outside of an abortion clinic and call women skanks. Paranormal Guardian Angel. Hello, I'm DP and welcome to Ashcan Tips, a segment where I break down how to write realistic, creepy short stories. Have you ever lost a friend to a new toxic friend they've acquired? Or seen someone turn rotten because of a destructive romantic partner? What about a messy divorce with your parents, where the victim was you, stuck in the middle trying to mediate the feelings of adults as a child? This is Slender Man, the embodiment of the force that drives people apart. This is the emotional core of Old Faceless. Have you ever read or watched or written something Slender Man related that delved into Slender Man's lore, and it felt accurate, but vacant, boring, and pointless? This might be why. That's not to say you can't explore Slender Man's lore and mechanics, just realize the dirty little secret. Slender Man is more about interpersonal drama than horror iconography. Slender Man should be a tension enhancer, even able to take a small issue and blow it up into a relationship destroyer. Now, here are some random thoughts thoughts on Slendy. Perhaps he can't walk and his legs are false legs, not structurally able to walk like humans. Thus, he teleports. He doesn't talk. This would trivialize his mysterious nature, but he does seem to take an interest in human affairs for some unknown reason. The Slender Man we see isn't its true form, but either a failed attempt at a human form or a constrained form that doesn't fit into the human mold, as it were. Thus, tentacles sometimes break forth. Please don't have the audacity to try and show his true form. Mystery is key, balanced against consistency. Importantly, he doesn't kill. He makes people vanish into they vanish. Let's talk proxies. You don't want to be one? It's a brainwashed cult that rinses away part of your humanity in a shower of paranormal static. You aren't recruited into Jeff the Killer's revenge army. You're a slave, living in fear of Slender Man's powers, trapped in a destructive thought pattern that hurts you and your loved ones. Constant anxiety, paranoia, having forbidden knowledge, seeing, knowing, feeling him makes him more real, more dangerous. This is being a proxy, a negative feedback loop. Some escape the proxy loop, some fall prey and pull others in, not knowing they're doing wrong, or maybe knowing they're doing wrong. It kind of depends. So this brings us to Slender Man's place in a story. The background. You can promise Slender Man will show up early, but he's scarier in the background, hidden in plain sight, slowly becoming more present as the story progresses. This is why found footage plays such a big role in Slender Man's lore. The seed of paranoia, being watched, starts the Slender Man feedback loop, making him more and more real. I have a lot that I could say about Slender Man, but I'll end with just a few notes. Describe Slender Man before you name him Slender Man properly in a story. There is no Slender Mansion. Don't show/explain/describe the Slenderverse dimension, even if it's real in your interpretation. It is just a bag of worms you don't want opened, Arson is cool, right? I like Arson. This, Arson song by Abysmii that's playing in the background. Yeah, Arson's dope. If you want more content related to Slender Man, YouTube Slender Man Stalk My Small Gas Station Town for a story I wrote on him. Thank you in advance. Go type and listen. Hey, Mephead here. Bye-bye.
Battletech.
Battletoads.
Oh.
I do enjoy Neon Genesis Evangelion.
You like Mecha, and I don't know.
No, I just like Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Abysmii, I didn't know you were Muslim.
This is a plug
I travel
for
to
Neon
Mecca.
Genesis Evangelion.
I pray to Mecca for more Evangelion every year, and Muhammad never brings it. I'm sad.
Muhammad looks down at you and says, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Come on, man.
Get back in the mech. Aisha.
Inshallah, we will have Mecca.
Damn it.
Inshallah, they will find Nemo.
Enchilada what? Enchilada Nemo? Yeah.
That's
Abysmii, why are your plugs always off the rails? What is wrong with you?
I hate both of you so much.
So he wants to. What was it? Finding Nemo branded enchiladas? What?
No. He wants to talk about BattleBots.
Oh yeah, BattleBots.
BattleBots is fun.
All right, Abysmii. Sorry, we're interrupting. Do your plug for Beetleborgs. Go ahead.
God, that's a step too far.
He was like, "Listen, I was on board. Now I'm getting offended.
Now I'm getting angry."
Is the ghost Jay Leno or is he Elvis? Make a decision. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's both. Of course, he's both. I don't know if it's still on sale, but BattleTech is a fun mech turn-based shooter, but not shooter, RTS, and yeah, go play it. It's fun. It's cool. I like it.
Wait. Your plug hinges on. I don't know if it's still available, but.
Well, it's on sale. Like, it's still available.
Oh, on sale. I thought you meant like for sale. I gotcha.
No.
This plug has been for Razafon, the anime.
Yes. Whatever the hell that is.
Help.
What was that for? Borderlands? What'd you say?
I do,
Yep.
I do just love that plug was just like, so Battletech. Oh my god, I love Neon Genesis.